All right, Larry, hope everyone is settled in for a great draft champ. Here, lucky to witness it. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These guys that you see on your screen, they won't be witnessing. They will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now Elway on first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Here's Elway to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. That could be a downside of putting together a team in draft champions week one. It's early. You might have some of these mistakes.
You're exactly right, because it does take time to build chemistry, trust, right? Understanding where guys are going to be. And I think that's what led to the interception. They just don't know each other well enough yet. That should build up as the season goes on.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The first carry now for Reggie Bush. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. It's a safety run. Parker there to make the tackle.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Kendall Wright, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Landry now on the return. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offensive.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Their dangerous wide receiver, 71 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion. But still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On third and short, the fullback Burton. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Third and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
To throw is Stafford. It's caught. Left side, Bolden. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Play clock winding down. To throw on second down is Stafford. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Stafford on first down. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. In this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now Stafford, and he finds Fitzgerald. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Anytime you call man coverage against Larry Fitzgerald, you're really holding your breath as a defensive guy because his ability to run such precise routes and use that big frame that he has, that body against you, it's going to be very difficult to break passes up against him.
Yeah, when you make 9 Pro Bowls in your first 12 years, you might want to give him a little bit more coverage than that.
Yeah, it's not just athletic abilities. He's a thinking man's receiver as well.
They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Michael Strahan there to make the tackle.
Well, not a huge gain there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. More from Minneapolis after this. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They come out here in the eye, and they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. On first down, it's Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call. I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, Stafford trying for right, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last time when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And now they're in the hurry-up on first down. Murray.